Residential is far the bigger play, but there are some student housing. You should be really careful in student housing because when you're investing in the wrong kind of student housing, you're faced with a rent tax or a rent levy, which is really serious. It'll take up to maybe one or 2 months of your renting income, so you shouldn't go there. But I think the residential market is it's much bigger, but the perspectives for that are better than the student housing market in general. But in the bigger student cities, like of course Amsterdam, but also Utrecht and cities like Delft and Leiden, there are some sound perspective for student housing also. But you should really be careful in what kind of student housing you should invest and what not.
Okay, good. The good thing is maybe to add to that is that what you see in Amsterdam happening, and that's because of some obsolete office buildings that now developers or redevelopers, how they call themselves, are now changing that from an office building into residential, so into student housing. So it's the best of two worlds really, because there's a lack of good student housing in the big cities, like Boris is saying, and at the same time we're kind of decreasing the availability of office stock, and therefore you see some new initiatives in Amsterdam, such as the student hotel, or we actually see the first campus in Amsterdam, or Diemen, which is close to Amsterdam. The first student campus there, developed by a local player that will somewhere this year also will look for maybe expansion of that scheme. So there's a lot of demand and a lot of possibilities to use some obsolete office space to fill in that gap.